just come off the IR after 5 games out, but that means they get their point scorers back.
Big boost to the offense against a team they're going to need it against. It's also a bump to the power play against one of the D-League's top penalty kill at 92%, as we talked about earlier. All this does is bolster the lineup. And as long as you can keep those other guys hot who were scoring in their absence, look out tonight.
It could be a terrific contest tonight for the Kraken against Pittsburgh on Indigenous Peoples Night. The Kraken warm-up sweaters designed by native artist Fox Spears. The players are going to sign those and auction them off. The proceeds going to the One Roof Foundation, the Kraken's non-profit. You can also get your hands on a merch line, an exclusive line available for you Kraken fans on Indigenous Peoples Night, of which several Kraken players are playing against their former club. Jamie Alexiak, Brandon Tanev, and the man with 5 power play goals so far this season, Jared McCann, who was saying it is all business against his former team, but you know there is an edge there. Kraken pregame is brought to you by IBEW 46, your local electrical union. Visit join46.com.
Swallowed up by Grubauer. A spinorama. He scores! Adam Larson against his former team.
A quick look at the Tacoma Subaru Kraken calendar. On Thursday, Winnipeg in town, second in the Central, having scored 14 in their last 2 games. Columbus for the return match on Saturday, then back-to-back Pacific Division rivalries on the road against San Jose and Anaheim. So tonight, the Kraken pitting their wits against another storied NHL franchise. Can they do it? Let's find out with JT Brown and John Forsland.
Okay, Ross, that is the big question. Can they do it? And if they're in a position to do it, can they close the game out? And that hasn't been a problem lately.
Last game was a good example. They were down on the penalty kill, but it was just a gutsy effort, digging deep, finding a way. It doesn't matter how, as long as it gets done, you get the win. That's what's been different so far.
And they've been doing it with an undermanned approach, but tonight it's bolstered with Jordan Eberle and Jaden Schwartz back in.
Very welcome back in the lineup, the 2 top scorers for the Seattle Kraken club. It makes it a little bit easier on the rest of that forward lineup. And again, you just hope that they can come right back into the lineup right where they left off.
And we have some high drama tonight. Some ex-Penguins in the lineup for the Kraken. With more, Jen Mueller.
Oh, well, John, the fact that Kraken players are facing their former teams is not a new storyline. I mean, this is going to be one that's with us all season long. Tonight, as you mentioned, it is Jared McCann and Brandon Tanev playing in a revenge game against Pittsburgh. Both of them were Penguins just last season. But here's where it gets a little bit juicy. We have not seen a player respond with quite as much emotion over facing their former team as Jared McCann.
They didn't want me. They didn't want me. That's the way I look at it. So that's it's pretty simple. And I play for the Kraken now, and this is where I want to be. So, I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of surprise for sure. I had a career year there, and I was given a good opportunity to play. And but it's a business, and it's something I've experienced pretty early in my career. So but I'm excited to play against those guys.
McCann and Tanev are on a line centered by Morgan Geekie. The Geek Squad, they call it. They've been together the last 3 games and outshot opponents 24-17 in those contests. Now, it's worth noting that Tanev and McCann both on pace to far exceed last year's totals, especially if the chemistry of the Geek Squad keeps building.
I think we're all on the same page. We're communicating. We're understanding how one another's played, over the last stretch of games here, and I think there's a confidence building between us. Morgan and Jared are both highly skilled players with great shots that see the ice well. So, anytime I'm able to get into the forward check and create a turnover and look for one of those guys, there's an opportunity to score a goal or have a great chance.
I told you, there's a lot of good storylines in this one. How about if we add one more? Seattle's power play against the best penalty kill in the league. Jared McCann right in the middle of that power play. 5 goals already. He had 10 in Pittsburgh last year and John Forsland. You know he wants to get the upper hand and add to that total tonight.
Okay, Jen, so the question is, where do we go from here, right? Here's where we go. One of the NHL's all-time greats is in town for the only time. Sidney Crosby. He's had wrist surgery. He's had a bout with COVID this year. He is one of the NHL's all-time greats. And I will ask my partner, you played against 87. What's that like?
It's not fun. He's an elite player in this league, future Hall of Famer. You know, when he gets the puck down low, he's incredibly hard to get it back. He sticks his rear end out, makes it almost, again, impossible to steal the puck from him. He can score from basically anywhere. He's got one of the best backhands in the league. He's just a really dynamic player.
He has a running mate on his line. The hottest player in the NHL is Jake Guentzel.
He had a hat trick last night and an assist, or excuse me, not last night, last game versus Vancouver. But again, he just finds a way to get in positions where he can score. He has that scorer's shot. He has an excellent release with that. And again, that's a player that's going to be hard to slow down right now with as hot as he's playing.
They're in a tough division, but they are hot, as you can see here. They're scoring a lot. They're very stingy defensively. They have the best penalty killing in the NHL. But tonight, the Kraken in the deep are getting deeper because Jordan Eberle and that guy, Jaden Schwartz, are back in the lineup. And that's great to see. They need both of these guns going here tonight. Seattle Kraken, Pittsburgh Penguins, straight ahead. Holiday decorations aren't the only thing glimmering in the Pacific Northwest.
Yanni Gourde, 49 seconds in.
The Seattle Kraken continue to light their lamp while lighting up some of the league's most decorated teams. Tonight, the Kraken host a Penguins club that's marching toward the top of the Metro Division. Sidney Crosby is no longer a kid, but the return of the star in the Steel City has powered Pittsburgh to become one of the league's hotter teams. Seattle wishes to send the Pens packing while gifting their fans with a fourth straight win at Climate Pledge Arena. Next on Root Sports.
Backhander, he scores!
It's a Monday night and a hockey night in the Pacific Northwest in the shadows of the Space Needle. We are good to go. The Kraken and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Philip Grubauer was sensational on Friday night in that win over the Edmonton Oilers with 29 saves. Casey DeSmith will be at the other end, the number 2 goaltender for Pittsburgh. He has played in 4 games. He is seeking his first victory of the season. The Snoqualmie Casino Sportsbook opening face-off tonight will feature Alex Wenberg, who had the game-winning goal against Edmonton on Friday night, and Sidney Crosby, 87 in the white for Pittsburgh. Sit back and enjoy this one from Climate Pledge Arena. Jamie Oleksiak and ex-Penguin Carson Soucy on the back end for Dave Haxtell. Chris Letang had 3 assists in Vancouver Saturday. It goes by Jake Guentzel, who has points in 12 straight games and comes all the way back in the Kraken zone. Marcus Johansson right on the money, then given away by Mason Appleton. Crosby comes across on Wenberg, and a reset here for the Kraken. Seattle playing their 25th game of the season, and they are 9-13-2. 6-6 here. Pittsburgh 11-8-5, 6-3-3 on the road. This is Evan Rodriguez. Good poke check by Adam Larson, who scored against his former team here on Friday night. Jaden Schwartz back from injury tonight, along with Jordan Eberle on this line with Yanni Gourde. Gourde out of the corner, picked off by Brock McGinn in his first season as a Penguin after some great years as a Carolina Hurricane. Gourde reorganizes back in his own zone, and Grubauer leaves it there for Vince Dunn. The starting lines at the top of your screen are brought to you by Emerald Queen Casino. Through center, Larson inserts a containment here by Casey DeSmith in the trapezoid. Fielded by Schwartz, right through the blue and out. And it careens all the way through center, as we see, back in Kraken ice. Adam Larson now takes a peek up ice. 5 block shots to lead Seattle on Friday night. Brandon Tanev, the ex-Penguin, for the other ex-Penguin on this line, Jared McCann. Along the boards, Danton Heinen for Jeff Carter, the veteran out to center, supported by Jason Zucker, who has it now. Good stick by Will Borgen. There goes face off Grubauer. Zucker, a miss hit blocked by Borgen, who's back in the lineup tonight, replacing Hayden Fleury. A loose play. Heinen has it. Now Carter inside, off the paddle. He scores! Jeff Carter finds a way to angle it off Philip Grubauer. And with 18-13 left in the opening period, it's Pittsburgh that breaks the ice.
A couple of good defensive plays from the Kraken, but if you don't get the puck out, it leads to this opportunity. Just going in down the far side, looking for a pass. It goes off of Grubauer's stick, up and over his shoulder. Right play from Grubauer to try to block that pass, not necessarily wanting it to go up and over the shoulder. That's one that, you know, you're not going to see too many goals like that scored in on Grubauer.
In early November, Jeff Carter played his 1,000th game in the National Hockey League. He's won a couple of Stanley Cups as a member of the Los Angeles Kings. Goal number 6. Jonas Donskoy pulls up. Larson with a shot angled off the body off Zach Aston Reese in play. Dominic Simone interrupted by Riley Sheehan. He is the 4th former Penguin in the lineup here tonight for Seattle. Out to center, Drew O'Connor, supported by Simone, wedged a bit by Vince Dunn. Adam Larson rims it along the near boards. Brian Dumoulin, a failure to contain there at the point, and now Donskoy gets to it. He's checked by Aston Reese. And it deflects in off the stick of Riley Sheehan, and Pittsburgh now will reset it here with 17:30 left in the opening period. John Forsland, J.T. Brown, Jen Mueller with us tonight from Climate Pledge Arena. Off the glass now. It goes deep. Evan Rodriguez won't get to it. It deflects in the stands. We get a stoppage of play. So Dave Haxtell really liked to compete, and the way his team grinded out that win over Edmonton on Friday night, looking for the same approach here. And Mike Sullivan will be the head coach of Team USA at the upcoming Olympics if the NHL stays involved. He's the first U.S.-born coach to win 2 Stanley Cups in back-to-back fashion in 2016 and 17. Out in front, Crosby shot down by Grubauer. Marked that one early.
A little bit of a bouncing puck behind the net. It ends up just bouncing out right out to Crosby, standing alone. Grubauer has to do a really good job of pushing off, getting out in front, trying to take down the angle so Crosby doesn't have much to shoot at.
Face-off controlled at the point. Marcus Pettersson, Evan Rodriguez, a little wedge job wide off the stick of Sidney Crosby. Pettersson off the mark. It careens back to John Marino. He'll look it over. He'll deliver a pass accepted by Sidney Crosby. Forged off his stick by Jamie Oleksiak. Then it comes all the way back down. Here's Pettersson. He's guarded a bit by Marcus Johansson. Brock McGinn deep in his own territory. 2 shots in the game. They both belong to Pittsburgh. And the goal from Jeff Carter. McGinn goes deep to Borgen's corner. Will Borgen jumps on it. Plays it along the board, supported by Jeremy Lauzon. He'll move it along for Brandon Tanev. Sealed off by Chad Ruhwedel. McGinn out in front, cleaned up by Tanev. And here come the Kraken out to center. Morgan Geekie for Jared McCann. It goes by Michael Matheson to the corner. Tanev goes hard at Ruhwedel. Out of that scrum, Matheson spots an open mate. It's Kasperi Kapanen. He'll dance it out to center with a cross-corner dump in. Played off the wall by Will Borgen. Flushed out by McGinn. Sealed off on the forecheck by Kapanen. He'll hold on to it. He'll diagonally feed it across for Brian Dumoulin. Cruising the line is Letang. Across for Kapanen. It goes deep again. Teddy Bluger in back of the goal out in front. Cleaned up by McCann. Dug out by Geekie. And safely back out to center. Over the stick of Jordan Eberle. And now Pittsburgh will go D to D. Dumoulin on a change. Carter a give back, and they start again. First of 2 meetings between these 2 teams. Seattle pays their only visit to the Steel City on January 27th. Cutting across is Jason Zucker, denied and taken back by Yanni Gore. Now quarterbacking his way out here will be Vince Dunn. Paired on defense with Adam Larson. A good look at him. He'll sail it out to center, cut off, and play comes to a halt. It hit a Kraken player along the bench. So we get a stoppage.
We'll get another look at this goal here. Carter does a good job entering the zone. Right there off Grubauer. Borgen has to block this shot. But a puck right here, we have an opportunity just to get the puck out of the zone. It doesn't get out the first time, and that leads to this break-in on Grubauer that goes in. But again, you had an opportunity to get the puck out if you're Seattle.
Carter is 6th from Danton Heinen and Jason Zucker. at 147. Evan Rodriguez. Circle opposed by Jaden Schwartz. Pittsburgh's last game was on Saturday night in Vancouver. The last game for everybody associated with the Vancouver Canucks. GM on down. 4-1 win by the Pens. Ryan Dumoulin set play. A shot tipped. They score! Sidney Crosby got a stick to it. The tip by Jake Gensel. He'll continue his point streak. And a great start for the opponents. Just about 5 minutes in, Pittsburgh leads it 2-0.
Faceoffs are key in this game. It's a one draw right back. A set play to Gensel coming out, and it goes in off. Ends up going off Alexiak's skate, but it's right there in front. Ends up going through. Whether it was Sidney Crosby's stick or Alexiak's skate, it looks, from the look of Alexiak, the disbelief right after, I believe it may have hit off of Alexiak's skate and went in.
Well, we'll see how they judge it here. Crosby may have gotten a piece of it. If not, could be Gensel's goal, could be Crosby's goal. And again, we say it all the time, bottom line business. It's 2-0, and the Kraken have work to do here now. Lozon, Ryan Donato, Riley Sheahan at the line, holding on to it. He'll clear it all the way back in. It deflects from the screen for a stoppage. 15:09 left in period one.
And that's a set play right off the faceoff. They have their winger come from the inside jump all the way up to the top, right by the blue line to get that shot off, because Crosby wins the draw. But it's hard for a defense to be able to come out that far when they add three guys along the blue line.
It'll be Crosby's goal, his fourth of the season. Letang gets the assist. We'll see if they give Gensel a help or not. Out of the corner now, Lozon. Played up top. Pettersson goes across with it. Matheson, now Danton Heinen. His shot scores! Danton Heinen. 3 quickies. Let's see what Dave Haxtell does here. 14:53 left in the opening period. 3-0 Pittsburgh.
This is definitely not the start you'd want. That third goal, another high play with the forward coming out into that high slot in between the two defenders. He just is able to get that shot off. A little bit of a knuckle puck deflection. Grubauer's not able to control that and find it right there. You get the deflection. The puck's moving a little bit odd. And now you have 3-0 for Pittsburgh this early in the game.
So that's it for Philip Grubauer. Joey Decord, support goaltender with Chris Drieger still on the injured list. Drieger is skating. We've seen him work out before practice, in practice the last couple of days. Maybe he's getting closer. Joey Decord has appeared in 2 games this season at this level. You see his record. And this is about sparking the team here by going to Decord. So John Marino, Marcus Pettersson get the assists on the goal by Heinen. His 7th goal of the season at 5:07, 3-0 Pittsburgh. Marcus Johansson to the outside, Alex Wenberg. He'll pull up, thread it to the corner, goes off the stick of Johansson. Wenberg, unattainable pass, broken up. Mike Matheson, wedged out to center, passed out by Jake Gensel. Alex Wenberg will cross center, dump it in for the Kraken. A bouncer off the blocker of Casey to Smith. He'll direct it to the corner. Appleton for Seattle. Poked off his stick, Rodriguez for Gensel. He'll feather it out to the center zone, accepted by Vince Dunn. Turning stick of Marcus Johansson. Kraken at the line, denied entry. Pass in the skates of Dominic Simone. He's offside. We get a stoppage.
If you're Seattle and you're sitting on that bench, this is a situation where you want to be the person to create that energy. You don't want to sit around and wait for somebody else to do it. You have to find that within yourself to spark that energy for the team.
Morgan Geekie, and this is a line that can do that. Geekie and Tanev, along with Jared McCann. They have been at 5-on-5, arguably Seattle's best group. Now, Simone. Ryan Dumoulin has a lane. The shot goes wide of Decord. Maybe he got a piece of it out of the corner. Alexiak crunched a bit by Zach Aston Reese. Simone shot a stick save. Decord. Brandon Tanev in control. The Kraken are away through center ice. Tanev hits the line. Pushes everybody back. Pushes down. Simone. Aston Reese shied away from Larson. Drawn back by Carson Soucy. Cross ice. Chipped in the zone by Jared McCann. Chris Letang. 3 assists Saturday, 1 assist already tonight. Bluger, a mishandle. Morgan Geekie has it for Seattle. He'll move it by Eberle on a partial change. Letang defends in back of the goal. He'll play it to the outside for Kasperi Kapanen. Now through the middle, it's Teddy Bluger. They hit the line onside. In deep it goes McGinn. Stopped by DeCord. Bluger again for Kapanen. Stopped again and picked out of midair by Joey DeCord. 13:05 left to go in the opening period. A trifecta of celebrations early for the Pens as they get it started. First it was Jeff Carter. Then it was the captain, Sidney Crosby. And the latest goal from Danton Heinen. 3-0 Pittsburgh. Well, we come back with Brandon Tanev here, JT, in a serious moment here. It looked like he was injured.
Yeah, big collision going for the puck. Ends up taking down Simone right there. A little bit more damage done to Tanev. You see his face runs right into the shoulder there. For a guy like Tanev that's always going 100 miles an hour, you know, for him to be shaken up a little bit, you know it obviously had to hurt him.
He remains on the Seattle bench. Second game of a 4-game homestand. Winnipeg is here on Thursday night. Vince Dunn, gloved down by Sidney Crosby. He'll send it back for Brian Dumoulin. Dumoulin now out to center for Crosby. Letang corrals it away from Gord. Now wheeling out here and hinging out is Brian Dumoulin from Biddeford, Maine. Tipped in the zone by Jake Gensel. A handle for DeCord. Gord coming all the way back. He'll clear it through center. Here's Larson. At the line, kicked out by DeSmith. In play, Jaden Schwartz. Jordan Eberle checked on the play by Letang. Dumoulin off the boards, back out to the neutral zone and fed in by Adam Larson. Shots are 7-2 Pittsburgh where it counts. They have chased Philip Grubauer, and the Penguins have a 3-0 lead. Through the middle of the ice, the initial goal scorer Carter, flung in by Jason Zucker. In the trapezoid, DeCord turns it over to Carter. Jeff Carter picked off by Mason Appleton. His former team will be here Thursday night. Played just inside the line and carried out by Will Borgen. Cross-ice pass off the stick of Heinen. Wide up to Smith. Matheson taps it along for Chad Ruedel. He'll take it to the outside for Danton Heinen. He'll feed it through center off the shin guard of Appleton. Gathered in by Will Borgen, who's paired on defense with Jeremy Lauzon. Wenberg a give back. Pittsburgh is changing. Seattle has changed. Through the center zone, picked off good coverage by Pittsburgh. Jason Zucker, a fair catch by DeCord. Right on the money for Marcus Johansson. He'll wheel out to the wall. Picked up by Wenberg. He overskated a bit. Maybe it hit the linesman, and now Jamie Oleksiak is riding a point streak. He has points in 4 straight. Out to center now, Carson Soucy. At the line, Riley Sheahan. He'll move in. A pass for Donskoy, nullified by Pettersson. Sheahan gets after it, pushed by John Marino. Brock McGinn for the Penguins on the wall, golfed out by Teddy Bluger. It'll roll all the way back, and DeCord is out to get it. He gave it away to McGinn. And a close call there. Now Soucy. Oleksiak wheels out to center. Here's Donskoy. He has 5 assists in his last 4. Steered along by the goaltender to Smith. Teddy Bluger looks for Marino off the backside of Brian Donato. Played at the point by Will Borgen. A tip chance wide. Off the stick of Donato possibly. Maybe John Marino too out in front. Bluger now gives it back to the Kraken D. This is Jeremy Lauzon with 10:32 left in the opening period. On this Monday night in Seattle. Now McCann off the boards. Casey DeSmith, furthered by Brian Dumoulin, picked off by McCann. He rallies along the boards, back for Borgen. Will Borgen threads it in. There's Geekie, shouldered by Letang. Morgan Geekie stays true on the puck. Winds it out now, cycles high. He goes deep, McCann taken down. They play on. Out of the corner, a force by Lauzon. Over the stick of McCann. Jared McCann to a vacated point, and back out to center. Larson now for Geekie through the center ice zone. Picked up there by Drew O'Connor out of Dartmouth. He's played well, had an excellent training camp for Pittsburgh. Made the team. Now Larson can't get it deep. Gets a second crack at it. Elects to go back for Vince Dunn. He'll orchestrate a breakout. Under 10 minutes left in the opening period. Now Larson through the middle. Off Matheson. Then off Schwartz. Boy, Pittsburgh is stingy through the middle of the ice, JT. That's played along for Yanni Gord in neutral ice. Matheson coming all the way back. Cross ice pass out of the reach of Crosby. Kraken's done, gave it away to Evan Rodriguez. Look out, it's just by Crosby. He had open ice. Dunn is back on it. He will casually clear it out to center. Now Marcus Pettersson in control. Played along for Matheson, Montreal native. Go D to D. Through the center ice area, chip in charge for a change by Rodriguez. Decord will leave it there for Adam Larson. He'll start the breakout with Vince Dunn, a quick up. Off the stick of Mason Appleton, taken back by Jeff Carter. Marcus Pettersson, hampered on the way out. Second opportunity, elevates the puck. And Oleksiak has it. He'll draw it away from Danton Heinen, one of 3 goal scorers tonight for Pittsburgh. John Marino broke it up. Johansson checked by Carter. They jam along the boards. Appleton attempting to dig it out. As we see it up close, 8:23 left in the opening period. It goes by Oleksiak. And again, down to the Boston native, Joey Decord. Good pass, Wenberg. Now Appleton. Back for Wenberg. He'll dance a bit. Pull up. Just out of the reach of Johansson. Now a shot by Lauzon is stopped by DeSmith. Out of the corner, Jeremy Lauzon. Up from the D, supported by Alex Wenberg. He'll draw it out. And it's intercepted by Chris Letang for Brian Dumoulin. And he has an easy chance to break it out here. Dumoulin played his college hockey at Boston College. He'll clear it in to Cord now. In the skates of Morgan. Look out. Forechecking is Bluger. Kapanen overskated. Riley Sheehan kicks it to his stick. Not out. Kasperi Kapanen goes deep. The Cord directing traffic. Moves it. Donskoy waiting for the Kraken. Back out to center ice. Donato broken up. Good hustle. On the backtrack by McGinn. This is Matheson to the outside for Kasperi Kapanen. Cross ice pass. This is McGinn. He'll stop on a dime, lose his edge, get back up, beat it to the corner. Now they reset it. Here's Matheson off a stick high, over to Cord. Out of the corner, pitch by Ruedel. He's checked by Adam Larson. They jam for it. It's poked out. Donskoy off his stick as the Penguins attempt to trap the zone, and finally the Kraken take over.
A couple chances there too. It's also in the neutral zone where they're just trying to make one too many plays instead of just getting pucks into areas where they can get them back. Pittsburgh's doing a very good job of stepping up with their D and making it hard for Seattle.
Out of the corner now, Kensel, Matheson, Pettersson in tight areas. They do well and they get it out. Seattle gets to it though. Schwartz for Eberle, give and go with Gord. Here comes Yanni Gord, moving in, busting in on Pettersson. He'll take it to the corner. He'll cycle high. It's done. Now Yanni Gord. Vince Dunn, a shot seen all the way by Casey DeSmith. 6:29 left in the opening period here in Seattle, and a quick start by the Penguins. It's their team on top of a beautiful night here in downtown Seattle. The Pens with a 3-0 lead. It's John Forsland and a J.T. Brown back in downtown Seattle, where everything is decked out for the holidays, fast approaching. Have you started your shopping yet, or where do you stand here?
I have not started, but
when does this occur?
My wife's already started, so that's a good thing. The kids already have their presents. If it was left to me, it'd be on Christmas Eve I'd be doing it.
It's still officially shopping season, so don't worry about that. Quick shot off the draw by McCann. Another stop by Casey DeSmith. Ruedel off the backside of Tanev. He's got it. He'll drag it. He'll get to it again. He'll feed it to an open area. Jared McCann out of the corner. Low to high play. Here's Vince Dunn. Popping out is Morgan Geekie. His shot off the mark. It careens around for Adam Larson. The pressure here. Good sequence for Seattle. Vince Dunn in the center ice zone. Broken up. Teddy Bluger. Good defensive play on the way back by Larson. Ahead of McGinn. This is Geekie. Former teammate of Brock McGinn's in Carolina. He'll clear it in. Back of the goal now. To the corner. It's Brian Dumoulin. Quickly up for Jeff Carter, who started the scoring tonight. Oleksiak losing control. Zucker with a shot. It goes high. A sizzler off the glass. And now Jamie Oleksiak in control. Now it's sent back by Jaden Schwartz for Carson Soucy. And this handle. Heinen. Now Zucker holding on to it. Here's Carter. What a save by Joey Decord. What a dandy by Decord off the bench. Now Jeff Carter steps in, but Jason Zucker was offside, so we get a stoppage. 5:15 left to go in period one. All kinds of time left. But the Kraken really needed this 10-bell save from Joey Decord, robbing Jeff Carter. Well, the Steel City connections start at the very top for Seattle in this game. The great Ron Francis, Hall of Famer, general manager of the Kraken, part of back-to-back Stanley Cups in Pittsburgh, and a part of our Symetra teammates tonight. Take a look at the lineage, starting with Ron Francis, Brandon Tanev, Riley Sheahan, Jared McCann, Jamie Oleksiak, in a great city, great sports town, Pittsburgh.
It is. I mean, it's no Minnesota, though.
Oh, come on. I mean, the Vikings play yesterday. It's cleared all the way down. 5:07 left in the first period. I know they did. It was Sunday. Face-off will come all the way back. 3-0 Pittsburgh on consecutive goals by Jeff Carter, Sidney Crosby, and Dan Heinen.
I set myself up for that one. I'm not.
It's okay, though.
I don't want to talk about that.
It's okay. They'll bounce back, I'm sure. The Detroit Lions. Of course, the radio voice of the Kraken, Everett Fitzhugh, hasn't slept since the Lions won, and he says he won't sleep again until they lose. So he's at least a week away from getting any rest. Now Crosby, face-off win by Johansson. Larson in control of the shot, a stinger off the hand of Gensel. He's injured. Jake Gensel was given an assist on the Crosby goal, along with Brian Dumoulin. Scratch Letang. They had Letang for some unknown reason. It comes out to center. Letang now in control, will throw it all the way back in. Decord will leave it there. So that goal reads Crosby from Gensel and Dumoulin. Why is that important? Well, now Crosby has points in 6 straight. Dumoulin in 13 straight, officially. Now along the boards. Ryan Donato moves it all the way around. Here's Will Borgen. Nice drop pass. Donskoy fans on it. Pedersen plays it off the glass. Drawn out by Drew O'Connor. Jeremy Lauzon off a stick off Aston Reese. Jonas Donskoy has control for Seattle. Back out. This is Ryan Donato with a shot seen all the way. Kicked out with a purpose by Casey DeSmith. It's cleared through center all the way back down. Decord out to get it in relief of Philip Grubauer. Chased after the 3rd goal. Donato now in control. He'll dangle ahead, knocked down by Matheson. Controlled along the boards momentarily by McGinn, and now Pittsburgh reorganizes. 3:50 left in the opening period. John and JT with you as always. Kasperi Kapanen. Brock McGinn off a stick wide. Not bounce off the corner wall. Yanni Gord moves it along now for Everly. Here they come. Going wide is Schwartz. He'll dangle to the slot. A backhander shielded by DeSmith. Getting to it is Teddy Bluger. He gave it away to Jamie Oleksiak. He'll settle the puck down. Go to the corner. Gord off a stick. Now Everly. He'll dance a bit. Good poke check by DeSmith. It gets to the corner again. Schwartz holding onto it. Little spin along the boards. Laid along the near side. A pinch by Soucy all over Kapanen. And the available puck is picked up by Michael Matheson. He'll rim it off Chad Ruhwedel, who was born in the hockey hotbed of San Diego, California. Now comes all the way back down. Carson Soucy now to start the breakout. Under 3 minutes left in the opening period. Soucy laid along by Adam Larson. Gloved down by Letang under pressure. Tanev is on him. Laid along the boards, back for Larson. His shot tipped. DeSmith said no. Good save off the redirection. Pittsburgh back out. Jason Zucker. Heavy hit along the wall by Adam Larson. That'll get the crowd into it. Now a lead pass. McCann has open ice. He'll button hook. Jared McCann. Geeky out in front off Tanev. He was occupied by Dan Heinen and Brian Dumoulin. And it comes all the way back. Quick up on a change. Here comes Geeky. He'll gain the zone, hassled by Marcus Pedersen. It's a puck battle. Johansson is there for Seattle. Geeky tries to pry it out. And you see it come all the way back and all the way around to the top of your screen. Evan Rodriguez in back of Crosby. Picked off by Larson. Angled pass for Appleton. He was taken down. No penalties so far. Through center now. Johansson poked off the stick by Evan Rodriguez. Goes by Gensel, no worse for wear after blocking that shot. Kicked along by Johansson. Crosby. Lead pass for Rodriguez. He'll gain the zone. Move it by Oleksiak. Susi plays it. Knocked down by Evan Rodriguez. It goes high. It's available. Mason Appleton on the way back. Susi now will hunt it down. 90 seconds left in this first period. You're looking at Alexander Wenberg approaching Marcus Pettersson. Played along the boards now by Seattle's Johansson. Broken up by McGinn. The pass detected by Oleksiak. He's got it. Ross Ice again off the stick of Wenberg. Wenberg goes to work on Pettersson one more time. He'll take it deep. Along the end boards now, Donskoy has Donato, but it never got there. Good back check by Teddy Bluger. Out of the corner now, Donskoy. Here's Donato. Wenberg is all alone in front to the outside. Borgen. He'll send it back for Donato. Brian Donato wrapped up by John Marino. Two New Englanders out of the corner now. It's Kasperi Kapanen broken up, and finally the Penguins will get it out. Kapanen lays it off the boards. A lead pass for Teddy Bluger. Pittsburgh is changing. He's hit hard by Lauzon. Is Bluger and floored. 37 seconds left in this first period. Jeremy Lauzon has control. Back out. He'll chip in charge off the stick of Jordan Eberle. This is Brian Dumoulin. Getting to it is Jeff Carter. Fielded by Danton Heinen. Choked off by Eberle. Eberle now will settle it down. Final push for Seattle, down by 3 here in the opening period. Kraken now have 10 shots. Pittsburgh with 8. Susi off the stick of Schwartz. Picked up again by Letang. To an open wing. There's Danton Heinen. Choked off by Eberle. Now Schwartz. Eberle just off his stick. 1 second left, and that's all. Good finish to the period. No cash for Seattle, but much better than the front end of period 1. Kraken intermission presented by Jack in the Box. Coming up next, Danton Heinen, part of the scoring here for Pittsburgh. 3 goals. Jeff Carter, Sidney Crosby, and Mr. Heinen. So, after 20 minutes of play here at Climate Pledge Arena on this Monday night, Pittsburgh 3 and Seattle, no score.
Well, fair to say that was a pretty dramatic first period between the Kraken and the Pens, and also one that the Kraken players will want to rectify pretty quickly. 3-0 down here at Climate Pledge Arena. Ross Fletcher, Nick Gismondi with you. It all happened very fast. It was almost like a blur to begin with. Blink of an eye, the Kraken are down. Let's have a look with the Emerald Queen Casino Tracer, how the Pittsburgh Penguins got on the board. And really the genesis of this first goal is the Kraken not clearing the puck out of their own zone.
We talked about neutral zones as well. You've got to be better in neutral ice. And this is a nice block by Borgen. His first game back after he had a couple massive blocks against Buffalo and Tage Thompson. But this is a failed clear. The Cans got to get this puck out. As a result of not doing it, now a loose puck right up that heart, right in that danger zone, and it ends up on another guy's stick again. Then Carter, he's down low, finds the side of the net. You have to key on guys like this, and it's just a result of not getting the puck out and allowing them way too much respect to come through that neutral zone. Carter's a dangerous guy. We didn't talk about him in the pregame show. Former Los Angeles King. He's added a lot of offense to this team, and you can see why. He's able to do things with and without the puck. Not only does he carry that puck in and start that rush, but he's there to finish it as well at the side of the net.
So some goaltending problems for the Kraken. We'll get to the pulling of Philip Grubauer in a few moments' time. Let's go through the second goal again with the Emerald Queen Casino Tracer. Jake Gensel has been on a 12-game point streak, and it was his shot that set up from the face-off Sidney Crosby.
Set play here off of the draw. Winger jumps after Crosby wins this drive. Crosby's going to win a lot of those draws because it's just one of the versatilities of his game. But when you bring everybody up top like that, now you're scrambling down low. And Grubauer struggles to pick this one up, but it's a set play, as we said. That's Sidney Crosby winning the draw. Gensel's so smart, so shifty. We talked about that on the pregame show as well, that he can get to those areas very effectively and easily, and you've got everybody sort of trying to figure out where it's coming from. Grubauer loses sight of it early, and it takes a tough bounce.
And that wouldn't be it for the scoring. We'll bring you a breakdown of the third in just a few moments' time here on Kraken Intermission. Plenty of work to be done, needless to be said, by the Kraken, who have been very competitive in second periods this season. It's Indigenous Peoples Night tonight at Climate Pledge Arena. Can the Kraken get something back in this second? Another sellout at Climate Pledge Arena. Plenty of Sidney Crosby fans in tonight wanting to see their one and only glimpse here in Seattle of Crosby this season. So far, it is Pittsburgh Penguins leading out to a 3-0 advantage. Ross Fletcher, Nick Gismondi with you. Let's talk about that third goal now. Nick, Danton Heinen with it, and it's the one that led to Philip Grubauer getting pulled just barely 5 minutes into this game.
Tough start. There's two things you definitely don't want to do against a very high-powered offensive team like the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that's not start on time and give up 3 goals on 4 shots. This one takes a little bit of a weird bounce, but Grubauer in position. It may have taken a little bit of a deflection, maybe just a bit, but that's one that Grubauer definitely would want back. Just a little bit late on the reaction. You saw that glove not really there, so that brings in Joey Daccord.
Just the third time this season the Kraken have made a goalie switch, and it's the second game in the NHL this season where a goalie's been pulled before 6 minutes, and Daccord came in and made some valuable contributions.
He took control of the game for me in this, especially that clip right there. A beautiful save, as Johnny Forsland said it, a 10-banger save, and you gotta like it because that's one of the ones that sort of kind of gets you back on your feet. Philip Grubauer gave up 3 goals on 4 shots. Daccord faced 4 and made all 4 saves. That's what you need to sort of turn the tide, and then you saw that get a little bit better. The offense started to turn. You saw Seattle start to sort of get moving again, and that's what a goaltending performance can do for you. A couple of big saves get you going well in the other direction.
The only other time that Grubauer was pulled was early season at Philly. What do you think the Kraken now need to do to give themselves a little bit of hope in this second?
Reset. Come out with fresh ice. Come out with a new perspective. You're down 3. You finally got a little bit of offense going there. You've got to be more solid in neutral ice. You've got to shut them down, not give them such an easy entry into your zone as well. We talked about it in the pregame show. This Pittsburgh team is dangerous. They move the puck well. They transition well. You have to disrupt that before they set up in your own end.
Well, one little incentive for every goal that the Kraken scored this season. WSECU will be donating $250 to the Boys and Girls Club of Washington State. So come on, Seattle.
Do it for the kids. Score some goals.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
It's the season, Ross. I'll go out there and score. No, I actually wouldn't.
Yeah,
but I'll try. Well, let's go, boys.
One step at a time. The Kraken 3 down to the Pens, but their big second periods, well, they'll need one coming up.
Welcome back to Kraken Intermission, presented by Jack in the Box. The Kraken celebrating Indigenous Peoples Night this evening. Unfortunately, things not going Seattle's way so far. Hi, friends. Angie Mentink with you here at the Ford Sports Desk. And yeah, not a whole lot to write home about if you are Kraken fans right now. 5 minutes and change into this one. Philip Grubauer ends up getting pulled. Joey Daccord goes in goal. The 3rd time this season that Daccord has seen action. Also, the 3rd time that Seattle has made a change in the net during the game. Look at some numbers made easy, presented by Geico, and really that's where the story begins and ends, and that's with the goaltending. You look at the shots, 10 shots on goal for Seattle versus 8 for Pittsburgh. Block shots 3-2, but everything pretty close except the score right now. All 3 Penguins goals scored in the first 5 minutes and 7 seconds of the game. All right, time now for Where I Root. Let us know where you were cheering on the Kraken tonight, and use that hashtag. When you do, it gives us permission to use your photo on the air. Don, got a little date night with the Hubs. Let's go, Kraken. Hey, there is time, Don. There is time. We've got this one from Sue. Greetings from Section 107. Sue with scoring some pretty nice tickets. My sister and I at our first Seattle Kraken game. Longtime Penguins fan, but Seattle now has a team. So, okay, no longer a Penguins fan. That's what I am hearing, Sue. Say it is true. And then finally, we've got this one from Sam Kim. The Kims can't get enough of Tanev. They've got their turbo face on. Keep those photos coming, and we will try to get them on the broadcast. Right now, we take a look at your first period Mick delivery super moments, and unfortunately, all the scoring being done by the wrong color jerseys. Jeff Carter starts it. Sid Crosby has now got points in 6 straight games, and Danton Heinen also getting in on the action. Hey, second period straight ahead. They did it in 5 minutes and 7 seconds. So can Seattle.
The Seattle Kraken head down the tunnel for the start of the second period with some good thoughts based on what happened, JT, in the back half of period one.
In the back half, they were generating some chances, getting pucks in on net, getting a couple of good looks. And I think it's just the no fight, the no quit attitude to keep fighting. You got big physical hits. That's something that you can look forward to going into that second period, is just building that momentum off the later half of that first period.
3 quick goals, Jeff Carter, Sidney Crosby, and Danton Heinen for Pittsburgh Snoqualmie Casino Sportsbook. Opening face-off of the second period, the same situation for Seattle with Alex Wenberg, who opened the game. Jeff Carter takes the draw for Pittsburgh. As we kick off period number 2, John Forsland, JT Brown, joined by Jen Mueller tonight. And we'll hit the air 6:30 Thursday night. The Winnipeg Jets in town. We'll start with Kraken pregame presented by Coors Light. Sidney Crosby not on the bench. Zucker's chance, and the follow-up by Heinen denied by Joey Decord. So quick news on Sidney Crosby. He did not come to the Pittsburgh bench, we're told, for the start of this period.
Zucker has some good speed. He's able to get that wraparound chance. Doesn't get it tight enough to the post. Decord's able to get over and stop the secondary chance. But you got to like all of the Seattle Kraken on the inside, able to stop that puck that ends up getting through Decord. If they're not there, that's an easy tap in.
We are also down a referee. I believe it's Eric Furlot. Peter McDougall is the other referee tonight. I believe it's him on the far side. We'll get his number in a moment. Along the boards now. I have a 50% chance of being right here, or wrong. Out to center, it's Jaden Schwartz. Through the center zone, he'll lay it along. It is McDougall, so Furlot did not come out for the start of the second period in terms of the officiating. Now, Oleksiak with a shot, tipped wide by Jordan Eberle. Staked out in the slot, Heinen pushed down by Oleksiak. Susie ahead of Jason Zucker. Now underneath and out is Jordan Eberle. Off the window for Jaden Schwartz. In the second period of the long change, Marcus Pettersson, Brock McGinn, fresh on a change out to center. Good pass for John Marino. He throws on the brakes, lays it along for Teddy Bluger. He's canceled by a body check thrown at him along the boards by Adam Larson. Bluger stays with it for the Pens, moves it out. Here's Eberle. Back from injury tonight. Play it along the boards and dump it in. Goes all the way back. Marcus Pettersson, forechecked by Yanni Gord. Carried out by the Penguins' Kasperi Kapanen. They'll try and scale it in. Broken up by Donskoy. Now Dunn goes D to D with Adam Larson. Goes off the stick of Riley Sheehan in the Seattle bench for a stoppage of play.
Get a good look here from this point shot. Eberle out front, gets a little tip on it, just goes wide. That's a high slot tip chance. That's hard for a goalie to be able to save those pucks when they're out like that. You got to like the way that the Seattle is moving their legs. They've got themselves more engaged early on in this second period.
We see Sidney Crosby is back. You see his line in the last 6 as a goal tonight. He's starting to gain some traction, and for him, obviously, the ceiling is of Hall of Fame status. A tough year with a couple of injuries, a wrist surgery issue he came back from, then COVID. Chad Ruhwedel negated out in front by Adam Larson. Larson in control through center. The veteran leads the way to the outside of Matheson. Tough angle, handled by Casey DeSmith.
With him coming back that quick, I have to think that maybe his skate lace broke. You know, getting ready to get on for the second period. That could be why. But here you go. You have a little short chance right here from Larson, trying to get it just out in front. DeSmith is ready, hanging on the post. But you never know. That's why I never took my skates off or my laces out during the periods, because I never wanted my skates to break, the lace to break right before I'm getting on the ice.
There you go again, JT Brown, PI.
Pure speculation, though.
It is, but that's okay. In your racket, his side job as a PI, you can do that. Hockey help. Private investigator off the draw, cleared out of play. Look out along the Seattle bench. Tough time the other night for assistant coach Paul McFarland. Struck in the Edmonton games, and Crosby takes a seat. That line has been so good. Sidney Crosby, Evan Rodriguez, Jake Gensel. Brian Rust is injured. He's a key player up front. So is Evgeny Malkin. He is with the team. He skated this morning, and it could be in and around the holidays maybe for his return. He hasn't played yet all season. To Smith now, out to get it, left there. Letang under duress, double teamed as McCann digs it out. Here comes Morgan. He'll saddle it all the way around. A pinch by Jeremy Lauzon. He's guarded by Letang, then Danton Heinen off a body off Tanev. Before checking pressure here by Seattle, had the first 3 shots of the second period. Brian Dumoulin out to center. Kraken trail it by 3. Geekie back on it. Winnipeg is here on Thursday. Columbus on Saturday. And the Kraken hit the road in San Jose on Tuesday night. It was off the stick of Morgan Geekie out of the corner. Jake Gensel, who's continued his point streak tonight. It's now at 13 consecutive games. Steaming out to center is John Marino. He'll drop it off for Gensel. He'll fork it along, pawed down. Played along by Wenberg. That's a glove pass. We'll get a stoppage of play. Here's a look at the Comcast business of hockey. This is always tough. It's bad news across the board for Vancouver and Philadelphia. Travis Green, the head coach, let go in Vancouver. Jim Benning, general manager. Bruce Boudreau is the new coach. They will hire a new GM in Philadelphia. They have fired head coach Alain Vigneault along with assistant coach Michel Therrien. And Philadelphia fell behind early to Colorado, still lost their game tonight 7-5 at home, after getting hammered by Tampa Bay 7-1 at home, and that was the end for Alain Vigneault. Now it's cleared in. Marcus Pettersson, Crosby, 200-foot play, can't get it out though. Done, handoff. Wenberg, a shot through traffic, blocked in front. Johansson was jamming there with Marcus Pettersson. Pittsburg on the recoil, out to center ice, little bump. Crosby has words with Mason Appleton in back of the play, and it comes all the way back in Seattle ice. Adam Larson, Jaden Schwartz, tripped up by Zach Aston Reese. Wenberg right in, they score on a delayed penalty. Welcome back to the lineup, Jordan Eberle. It's a lifeline for the Kraken. They're down by 2.
Well, this will be the spark that Seattle needs. Jaden Schwartz is going to get tripped right there, still able to make the pass to Eberle. Back to Wenberg, puts it on a tape, and it's an easy tap in for Eberle. But what a play by Jaden Schwartz, getting tripped and still being able to make the pass. A little give and go with Eberle and Wenberg, and it's in the back of the net.
Wenberg, a beautiful, classy pass right there, and a tap in like you're on the 18th green at Augusta. For all the money, JT. I'd miss the 2-footer. There's no question. Jordan Eberle, 12 goals, leads Seattle. Great to see him back. So, lots of time left as we approach the 4-minute mark of the second period. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Madeline Souza back of the goal, dug out by Schwartz. Picked along by Eberle out to center. Here's Yanni Gourde with Schwartz. He's got it. Jaden Schwartz for Gourde. He'll stay with it. Yanni Gourde gets it deep. Matheson cuts it off at the pass. Peppered by Schwartz. Brock McGinn comes back, and a penalty is called. High sticking is the indication. Michael Matheson will protest. We'll pick up the call. One referee again. It's Peter McDougall. And Seattle now will get the game's first power play.
Pittsburgh number 5, 2-minute minor for high sticker.
Here's a look right here. You're going to see the high stick come up, right up on Gourde. Gets him right underneath the visor there. You can see it go up. It's a really good opportunity right now to get this game back within 1. It's a tough task, though, right now with the way the Penguins have been penalty killing.
Muckleshoot Casino power play, the first one of the night for Seattle's power play. That's 2 for 11 in the last 5, but since the beginning of November, among the league leaders. Well, Pittsburgh has killed off 20 straight. They are number 1 on the kill league-wide, number 1 on the road, clicking at over 91% efficient. Along the boards, Marcus Johansson a give back. Aston Reese moving in for Pittsburgh. He's triple teamed, and Jordan Eberle, who has the goal, has the puck. Seattle now starts the power play breakout. Donskoy hassled, gapping up by John Marino that time, prevented a breakout pass, and now Eberle takes it back. Turning stick of Marcus Johansson has been very good in the power play. Skate to stick retrieval. Wenberg, he'll kick it along. The roadblock was Brian Dumoulin, and it comes all the way down to Joey Decor.
Part of the reason why Pittsburgh's been so good is their aggression up ice, disrupting the timing for Seattle to get into the zone.
Now Dunn will slingshot it back for McCann. He has 5 power play goals, 4th best in the NHL. Open ice, shorthanded. Teddy Bluger walks in, shut down and covered by Joey Decor. And that gem by 35 is tonight's Wafet Bank save of the game.
Really good opportunity just to touch the puck. Sometimes that's hard. You don't want to take the offsides, but it leads to chances like this. Bluger going in all alone on the breakaway, takes a look behind, knows he has time, trying to slide a 5-hole on Joey Decor, but he's ready for it and is able to make the save. It's always the tough decision when the puck is offsides at the blue line there. Everyone's stopped. A lot of times you just take it, put your stick on the puck. Obviously it's going to stop for a whistle, but everyone is stopped on the line, and that's why he gets a break all alone.
Made the save, covered the puck, and got a snow shower too. Carter advancing with a shot for the short side that goes high. It was guarded by Soucy. Was on a play, another stoppage. 47 seconds left on the Seattle power play. Faceoff will stay put in the Kraken zone. Dave Hackstall had to make a move. Philip Grubauer gave up 3 very quickly in the first period. The court has come up with some excellent saves in relief. Quick shot off the draw, nullified. Johansson a block off Carter. And here comes the power play breakout for Seattle. Eberle, a shoot in. This way it's Donskoy. Picked off by Letang, held in nicely by Dunn, all the way across for a reset. Eberle, and now Wenberg. Center point Dunn. Alex Wenberg from the flank. Dunn again. They play catch. Here's Wenberg. Downstairs for Johansson. Back for Wenberg. He cradles back for Dunn. Here's Eberle. Dunn again. He'll look it over. Top of the ring. Johansson thinks twice. Dunn. Wrist shot. Tipped. Blocked in front. Corralled. Donskoy off to Smith. Off his backhand. It goes by Johansson. All the way back down. Penalty has concluded. Matheson out of the box. Through the center zone. Appleton now Dunn. Played off the boards. It goes deep. Awaiting is Pittsburgh's John Marino. Here's Chris Letang. Out to center. EQC scoring summary on the Kraken goal. Eberle is 12th. 343 from Wenberg and Schwartz. Soucy had it, and he lost it. To the wall it goes. Gensel across for Pettersson. Now Marino. Wrist shot rubbed out by Brandon Tannen. Here comes Appleton. Nice cut in half nicely by Gensel. He'll send it back. This is John Marino. Played his college hockey at Harvard. Now at the line, Gensel. They'll move it by Oleksiak. Rodriguez out in front. Oh, Decor got a piece of it. It was Crosby on the back door. Now Marcus Pettersson. His shot blockered down by Joey Decor. Crosby sealed off by Appleton. And the Kraken survive all of that. A reset for Decor. Both teams make the long change. 12:43 left in the second period. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Shots are 14 for the Kraken and 11 taken by the Pens. Pittsburgh will be in Washington on Friday night for their next game. Now McGinn. Good sweep check by Soucy. Jamie Oleksiak. At the point, Brian Dumoulin goes deep. Awaiting is Brock McGinn. Centering pass never got through. Choked off by Soucy. Then Donskoy. Goes by Geekie off the stick of Bluger. All the way back down. Icing is called here.
Morgan and Geekie just got a little bit handcuffed there. Tried to catch it on his forehand. A little bit too close. He's able to maybe try to get a little skate to stick action there. But again, when those pucks are thrown at that angle, it's a hard pass for him to collect.
Shots are 6-2 Seattle here in the second period. We talk about long shifts. Well, there's some evidence at the top of your screen. That's what happens in the second period because of where the benches are located. It's all about getting a different opportunity on a matchup or tired out players. Now Alexiak out of the corner, moved along. New fans, a quality shift is about 45 seconds, right, JT?
Yep.
That's what you look for. Now Alexiak out of the corner. Jeff Carter off Geeky. Donskoy has McCann. He'll kick it along. The Penguins, Danton Heinen elevates the puck. DeCord will manage the game, get a face-off. 11:39 left to go in the second period. Jordan Eberle has that great feeling back in the lineup. The first lifeline tonight for Seattle, and Joey DeCord. What a great stop there. Take a drink. This is Collins Eberle. Her friends call her C, and she's excited because Dad's back in the lineup. And JT Brown, that's just priceless. Jordan Eberle didn't do that after he scored, but it was close.
It was a great play by Schwartz to find Eberle even after tripped. Wemberg fights through a stick check, and Jordan Eberle just goes right to the back post and is able to put that one in.
Beautiful young family. And a great player and a great leader for this franchise in year number 1. He has had plenty of matchups against this Pittsburgh team over the course of his career after being traded to the New York Islanders. Shot taken to Smith, says no. Alex Wennberg, Crosby taps it out to center. 11:23 left in the second period. John and JT with you as always. Second of 4 straight here at Climate Pledge Arena. Dunn gapping up on Gensel. That forced an offside and a stoppage.
What seems like a simple play there from Dunn is actually a hard one and a good one to time that perfectly. Get up, gap up on Gensel. You want to take away his time and space. He's got the hot hand right now. You want to keep him, be as close as possible to him so he doesn't have time to make those plays and to find Sidney Crosby streaking through the middle.
Yanni Gourde, Jaden Schwartz, Jordan Eberle up front for Dave Haxtell. Will Borgen, Jeremy Lauzon are back. Chad Ruedel moved along. Eberle picks it off away from Matheson. Aston Reese will take over for the Penguins, and here they come. Cross ice pass. Dominic Simone canceled by Lauzon. Free to the far side. Borgen shouldered by Aston Reese. Eberle, strong play for Gourde and back out. Here's Schwartz. On the backtrack, it was Dominic Simone, and he'll clear it in. Joey DeCord out to get it. He'll move it. Bodied down by Gourde. Jeremy Lauzon protects the puck along the boards, pops it out to Borgen. Now Gourde tries to advance it by Chad Ruedel, and Seattle reorganizes. You're looking at Jeremy Lauzon. Jaden Schwartz takes a hit, dumps it in. A hit from Ruedel. Flushed out as Matheson by Gourde. Matheson is a great skater. It comes out to center. Here's Soucy. He'll step in, go wide. Out in front and back of Donskoy. Now Sheehan out of the corner for the Kraken. In front for Donskoy. He's wedged off it by Chad Ruedel. Matheson to the outside. Alexiak will trap the zone. Donskoy broken up by Chad Ruedel. Kapanen can't get to it. Ryan Donato did. All the way around. Here's Soucy. He'll move it off a body off Brock McGinn. A foot race. And Kapanen gets to it with help from McGinn, who had it poked off his stick. Good play by Donskoy. Seattle recoils. Chip in charge. Jonas Donskoy. In back of Casey DeSmith. A New Hampshire native. Now Brock McGinn out to center ice. Vince Dunn in control. Shakes free of Kapanen. Tried to shimmy out of the zone. Broken up by McGinn. Brock McGinn. His pass never got through. Broken up by Geeky. Dunn. A steal again by McGinn. A giveaway though to McCann. Here they come. 2-on-2. 3-on-2 now. Geeky. Tanev. McCann for the front. Low to high play. Dunn. Tipped wide by McCann. To the corner. Good play by Brandon Tanev, but he's sealed off. Teddy Bluger has the puck broken up. Tanev with a shot. It goes high off the glass. Now Geeky. Brandon Tanev for Seattle. To the point it's done. He'll shift. It goes off the stick of Evan Rodriguez, and it goes out of play. 8:55 left in the second period. Jeremy Lauzon has brought his physicality tonight. There's some evidence right here on Dominic Simone. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Stick around. It's Indigenous Peoples Night here in Seattle. And it's a wonderful night. One of 5 hockey is for everyone nights we will have here in the Emerald City. Look at those warm-up sweaters designed by Fox Spears. And the national anthem tonight was sung by Kat Jefferson. It's just a wonderful showing here. Lots of tradition. And again, the Kraken mean much more than just the team on the ice. And what you see here is so much a part of the fabric, so much a part of this community. Now, Adam Larson tipped wide by Jaden Schwartz. Eberle clears it all the way around. Larson let it go back for Schwartz. He'll tee it up off the backside of Jordan Eberle. 8:35 left in the second period. Nice elevation at the point. And almost a keep that time by Schwartz. Jason Zucker. Right across it goes for Heinen. Tipped wide. Now loose and back of the goal to the corner for Jaden Schwartz. Danton Heinen will get to it. All the way across. Letang off a stick off Gord. Jeff Carter moves the puck. Adam Larson now will get to it. Back out to center ice off the stick of Yanni Gord. Taken back by Chris Letang with just about 12 minutes gone in the second period. 3-1 Pittsburgh. All 3 of their goals early in the first period. Pittsburgh now organizes a breakout. 3 goals scored in the first 5 minutes and 7 seconds of period 1. An easy snare for Joey Decord off the stick of Brian Dumoulin. One Roof Foundation's anchor auction is now live. Proceeds support Chief Seattle Club in honor of Indigenous Peoples Night here. Bid on incredible items at onerooffoundation.org/auction or text anchor auction to 76278 to participate. I'll start off the draw. They will do it again. They being Alex Wenberg of Seattle, Sidney Crosby of Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh in a really tough division. Metropolitan Division is outstanding with the parity in the teams. Pittsburgh comes in 4th in the Metro, 8th in the conference, and 16th overall. Gensel tipped high by Crosby to the corner. Oleksiak for Seattle. Retrieved by Marcus Johansson. He'll feather it in. Pettersson, good look at him. Run into that time by Appleton. John Marino, deep in his own territory. Hurried on the way out. Appleton for Johansson. He shakes free of Gensel. Marcus Pettersson broken up by Wenberg. Gensel deep in his own zone. Spots Crosby. Here they come. Sidney Crosby throws it in. Little bouncer, a high hop, a long hop for Joey Decord. Now Vince Dunn, flushed out a bit by Kasperi Kapanen. Ruedel, Tanev on him, his former teammate. Now it comes back in. Icing is called here against Pittsburgh.
Crosby got a really good chance in front of the net. You're going to see Gensel slide this puck over. He gets his stick on it, tries to jump out of the way of Decord, just up and over the net. Really good passing between that line. That's why they've been so good so far this year with Gensel and Crosby together.
Even got his reaction there in Supermo. Sponsored by McDonald's. Our great crew doing a fine job for us here in the first season of Kraken Hockey on Root Sports. Now Morgan's shot goes off the boards. Winnipeg Jets are here Thursday night. They kick off our coverage en route. Kraken pregame at 6:30. Tanev moves it in. Matheson reads it. Shouldered a bit by Geeky. Kapanen pinching down Lauzon. Covering at the point is Tanev. To the outside, Morgan Geeky flustered by it. Teddy Bluger will pop it out. It spindles around for Kapanen. He'll send it in. Dug out by Will Borgen. To the outside of Teddy Bluger. He'll dump it down with some touch, but not enough. Icing is called here. Stopping play with 6:07 left in the second.
It says important 6:07 too. You're Seattle. You'd really like to get one more before going in for the third period. And I think the next goal is the most important goal in this game so far.
Take a look at the out-of-town scores. Colorado is really amping up their game. Washington, the same can be said. They won in shootout. Point game for Anaheim. Ottawa wins again in a shootout against New Jersey. Dallas gaining traction. 4-1 win over Arizona. And Bruce Boudreau, the new coach in Vancouver, has a 2-0 lead over L.A. 5:11 left in the second. Crosby moved out of the zone, overskated a bit by Geekie. Now they cover it up with Evan Rodriguez. Here's Gensel. He'll step in the Kraken zone. Crosby's pass detected on the back check by Jared McCann. Eberle, dead center, in the zone with Geekie onside. He'll shift in, look around. The Kraken are changing. It's picked off by Evan Rodriguez. Crosby moving up on Larson. He'll go off on a change now. He was out of gas. Now it's Adam Larson accelerating out to center. He'll gain the red line. He'll feed it in. Casey DeSmith out to get it on a tee for Letang. Goes over the stick of Rodriguez and back out. Dundee to D passing with Larson. Adam Larson to shoot in by Casey DeSmith. Yanni Gourde to the slot. Eberle let it go back. Larson out in front. No tip available. Schwartz cruising through the slot. Carter back out for Heinen. Detected by Larson. And Dunn will get to it with a tight turn. Vince Dunn. Eluding the referee Peter McDougall. Jason Zucker moves in the zone. A lead pass. Larson throws the body at Heinen. It's loose for Dunn and cradled out by Jaden Schwartz. It's taken down by Jason Zucker. It's back out through center ice. Dan Heinen shadowed by Eberle. Now Larson with 4:32 left in the second. Stretch pass doesn't work. Denied by Marino. Reset by Eberle. The Penguins get after it. Aston Reese. Little toe drag by Carter doesn't work. Aston Reese again. Looking for Carter, detected by Sheehan. Broken up again by Aston Reese. To the point, Marino. Knocked out of midair by Riley Sheehan. Then he gave it away to Zach Aston Reese. Knocked out of midair by Drew O'Connor. Aston Reese over skates. O'Connor has control. He'll wind it out. Marino wheels it across. Pedersen tipped out in front by Dominic Simone, and it goes out of play. 3:57 left in the second period. A good sequence for the Penguins in the Kraken zone. And on this Monday night in Seatown, the Penguins by 2. 3-1 Pittsburgh in front of this packed house at Climate Pledge Arena. Time now for a taste of our Taco Bell take. Most forwards with 10-plus points. Florida leads the way, then the Kraken and a whole host of others. Anaheim, Buffalo, Columbus, Minnesota, and the St. Louis Blues.
It's really important to have scoring and depth throughout your team, especially when you're coming from an expansion team, trying to get everybody to come together. It's really important for a team like that to have multiple guys producing.
And that was the first criticism of the expansion draft from the outside, as the court says no on that shot taken by Chris Letang. But Ron Francis quickly said, yeah, they may have a point, but we will have scoring balance, and it's played out that way. Now, Wenberg moved across for Mason Appleton. Here's Wenberg at his side. Johansson. He'll drag it off a stick. DeSmith took care of the rebound. It's Oleksiak. And Casey DeSmith will swallow it up with a little disturbance out in front.
It's always a good idea to just get the puck to the net. Shooting through a screen, the puck is bouncing. Bobbling's not able to corral the rebound. Oleksiak going to the front of the net. Doesn't get a whole lot on that second chance effort, but still pucks going to the net. Bouncing like that can be really hard for a goaltender to get a hold of. There's the first deflected shot right there by Johansson, and then the second one's hard for Oleksiak to corral. Still gets in on net. Those are the ones where you might get a funky rebound laying out in front because it's not a normal shot.
That's right. And for the goaltender, he just needs to get in the way, because when it spindles, as you can see, when we really slow it down, good luck, right? And the Kraken need more of that. They still have time on their side, down by 2. 3:23 left in the second period. After being stung by 3 unanswered goals in the first 5 minutes and change of the opening period. but they have been able to dig in since. Heinen's shot denied by DeCord. Tried to rifle one off the goaltender, did Jason Zucker, and now Geeky to the outside, broke it up. Danton Heinen has played well tonight. Goes deep. Soucy canceled by Jason Zucker. Left along the boards, and now getting to it is Jamie Oleksiak. Indirect pass finding Jared McCann. Lead feet, Tanev, here they come. Brandon Tanev, Morgan Geeky, out in front off a stick with the Smith coming out. What a chance for the Kraken.
Seattle takes advantage of the aggressive D from Pittsburgh to create this off-ice chance. He's trying to get it back post right there to McCann for an empty tap-in. To Smith, very active with the stick, able to get a poke check on that, and he's ready right away. As soon as that puck goes over to Geeky, he's already extending out on his stick, knowing that that puck's going to try to go back door.
Boy, we cataloged that at the top of the show tonight. That line has been so good. Geeky, Tanev, McCann at 5-on-5. It was hard to tell whether it was Ruhwedel's stick or the paddle to Smith's goal stick. But a good job by them. Now DeCord, who handles the puck and moves it out well. Schwartz, a self-pass, ice taken away by Marcus Pettersson. Hinging out is John Marino. Through the center ice zone, cross ice. Good retrieval by Brock McGinn. He throws on the brakes. Eludes Kapanen. Morgan, a self-pass. Seattle's out. Here they come. Jordan Eberle, the goal scorer. This way for Yanni Gourde. Back for Eberle. Will play it from the boards. Lauzon at the point. Wedged wide. Looking for a tip. Was done. Now Eberle defers deeper. Schwartz, a tough angle. Shut down by DeSmith. Cleaned up by Pettersson. And Pittsburgh will survive that. Brock McGinn will dump it in. Under 2 minutes left in the second period. Shots are now 18 Seattle, 17 Pittsburgh. Jeremy Lauzon. He did not gain the red line, but Donskoy's hustle prevents icing. Larson moves it. Rodriguez, 2-on-1 with Gensel. Evan Rodriguez, there's Gensel, they score! Jake Gensel continues his upward assault on the scoring sheet. Finishing off a 2-on-1 and a great pass by Evan Rodriguez. 1:29 left in the second, 4-1 Pittsburgh.
It's going to be a puck that's just bouncing right there. Both of Pittsburgh's forwards realize the puck is gone. Rodriguez with a great sell. Passes over to Gensel, who's already ready on and off the stick. A little bit too high for DeCord to be able to make this save. But again, Gensel is the player we noted in the beginning that he has the hot stick. You have to be able to slow him down. It's the last person you wanted to have the puck on that 2-on-1.
Has 2 points tonight, a goal and a helper. He had 3 goals in Vancouver on Saturday night. 13 games in consecutive fashion with points. 11 goals, 7 assists as we see in that time period. What a season for a very good player who's outstanding in the playoffs. Puck is lifted off the glass that time by Carson Soucy. Brian Dumoulin to the outside. Here comes Danton Heinen with Carter and Letang activating. Letang stopped by DeCord. Rebound is cashed in by Jeff Carter. Again, outnumbered chances cost the Kraken. Jeff Carter with his second goal tonight. 66 seconds left in the second. Pittsburgh up by a 5-1 count.
They're going to take advantage of a pinch without help coming back. It's a 2-on-1. DeCord's able to make the first save, and now you just get a little pinball effect right off of Oleksiak's shin pad and into the back of the net. But what a save by DeCord on that first chance on that 2-on-1. And again, this one, a little bit of luck on Pittsburgh's side.
Yeah, off Oleksiak. But again, look at the clean looks here. One save, Carter's unmarked, and they earned their bounce. And a 4-goal lead, 63 seconds left in the second period. DeCord, done. Now Geeky, just out of the reach of McCann. Chad Ruhwedel moved along by Brock McGinn, all the way back in on DeCord. We'll play it along the glass. Knocked down legally by Brock McGinn. To the point, Ruhwedel. His shot stopped by DeCord. He gave up a rebound. It was cleaned up by Larson. They play it to the wall. Aston Reese goes deep for Vince Dunn all the way around. Matheson a keep. Will trap the zone momentarily. Wedged out of the zone by Morgan Geekie. 27 seconds left in the second. Tanev lays it back for Larson. He'll shift in. A shot blocked by Ruedel. He gets it back to Smith. Comes up big on Adam Larson. 15 seconds left in the second period. Both teams change the waning portion of the second. Seattle gets the goal from Jordan Eberle. Creeps within 2, and then the Penguins stretch it out. 40 minutes complete. Stay connected for Kraken intermission presented by Verizon. That comes your way next. The Pittsburgh Penguins answer the bell in the second period after Seattle gets this one from Jordan Eberle back in the lineup. A great moment there, but Gensel's having a night, and so is Jeff Carter. Pittsburgh 5, Seattle 1.
Well, Seattle's 3-game home winning streak has been put in some serious peril in the last couple of minutes by the Pittsburgh Penguins. There's a bit of alliteration, have you? Had some 5-1 over the Kraken, who'd started to make it interesting in that second period. Early doors, Ross Fletcher, Nick Gismondi with you, and the returning Jordan Eberle and Jaden Schwartz were the guys to try and spark some life for the Kraken with the help of our Emerald Queen Casino Tracer. Let's break down that Kraken goal. The 12th in 17 games, the last 17 games for Eberle.
Talk about keeping things simple. Starts with this transition through neutral ice in the zone entry. Schwartzy, he gets tripped up a little bit here, but stays with it. Love that effort. Over to Eberle. Eberle back to Wenberg, and then Wenberg gets it back to Eberle on a quick little catch down low right there. I think the most important thing about this play is the fact that Wenberg battles through that despite being stick-checked, but it's just the heads-up play of Eberle. He's got such high IQ. He knows he's getting the puck back. He knows that Wenberg doesn't really have a good option to shoot there. So he makes that one little extra push, gets himself to the mouth of the crease, and able to tap that one in his first game back.
Sweet little pass from Alexander Wenberg as well, who's starting to pile up the assists this season. Let's have a look at that second period shot chart for the Kraken, who started to get going.
It was right there, definitely, and they were certainly building towards good things. Right now, what you're looking at, though, is those chances in tight. Obviously, that's where they picked up their goal. You want more of that penetration inside that danger zone that we talk about so much, that triangle or that home plate from those 2 dots angled down into that crease. That's where you're going to be able to start to create offensive chances. That's where you're going to get rebounds. Those are the areas that are going to produce opportunities for you to score on a very good hockey team.
If only there wasn't for those 23 seconds towards the end of the period for the Pittsburgh Penguins, which put them out to that 5-1 advantage, which is where we stand at the end of 2 here at Climate Pledge Arena. Well, you have to hand it to the Pittsburgh Penguins. They have bookended this game so far masterfully. 3 goals early, 2 goals very late to make it 5-1 as we stand. Ross Fletcher, Nick Gismondi with you. Let's have a look at those Penguins' 4th and 5th goals. A bit of puck luck in the 5th, but that 4th goal really was a killer for the Kraken.
2 guys you definitely don't want coming down on a 2-on-1, and it starts right outside of the zone. It's a missed opportunity for Seattle to pick up a loose puck, and Rodriguez sells shoot, dishes to Gensel. He goes top shelf. Not much you're going to do there. Rodriguez had 121 points at Boston University, 61 points in 41 games his senior year, or his teammates with that Jack Eichel guy, so he could score.
And then 23 seconds later, we mentioned that puck luck off Jamie Alexiak from Jeff Carter for his 2nd of the night.
Good players get themselves to the front of the net, though, so opportunities present when you just get to those areas, and that's the bonus of trying to pick up Carter right there. For you kids watching at home, just get a stick on him, get a body on him, and it eliminates that chance of even happening.
Let's have a look at the whole game shot chart for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Plenty of pot marks net front.
It's bad. It's very bad. That's not where you want the green circles and solid dots. offense. You have to keep them pushed to the outside. Think of the success that they've had against the Washingtons and the Carolinas and even the Edmonton Oilers. The shot map looked nothing like this. We've talked about it constantly this season. You want to be successful against top-level teams, keep them pushed to the perimeter, pin them along the walls, get them behind the net. Do not let them have shots literally on top of your goaltender.
What do you want to see from the final period? What would be a good outcome for the Kraken in the final 20 minutes?
You're not out of this game per se yet. 4 goals is 4 goals. They've had some opportunities. Get a couple early. Try to just stem that feeling of, oh, we're down by 4 goals. So transition quickly, keep it simple, nothing fancy, one pass or just get the puck deep. Win the races to your retrievals and try to get some more shots on net in tight. Chip away at this lead early on and try to build a little confidence and momentum.
It is an uphill task for the Kraken, but they have an electrifying home crowd behind them. The players have mentioned Jordan Eberle only yesterday, how big an influence the fans have had in cheering them on here to good results at Climate Pledge Arena. It is, boy, going to take one big effort here, though. 5-1 down to the Pens.
Welcome back to Kraken Intermission, presented by Verizon. Penguins in town for the second game of 4 straight at Climate Pledge Arena. They lead after 2 periods by 4. Hi, everybody. Angie Bentick with you at the 4 Sports Desk. Now, coming into this game, and you look at the last 2 wins by the Seattle Kraken, and they were without their top 2 scorers, Jaden Schwartz and Jordan Eberle. All right, but now Eberle is back. He scores a goal in this game, and Schwartz got an assist on it from his knees, so he gets style points as well. You look at what he has been able to do in his return. He's got the goal in 16 shifts. Pretty impressive that he had 18 career goals versus Pittsburgh, 3rd most against any team. Now tied for 2nd most after the goal tonight. That's 19 against the Penguins and the Avalanche now. Right now, we take a look at where you were rooting on the Kraken. That's the hashtag to use. Carrie, first time at Climate Pledge Arena. Glad to see you here. Hopefully, they will score a few more goals for you here in the final period, Carrie. Holly, repping the home team. Keep those photos coming, and we will try to get it on. Thanks so much, Holly, for sending that one in as well. Right now, it is a look at your second period McDelivery Supermo moments. Another look at Eberle's goal. 17 points on the season after his 12th goal of the year, his 3rd in the last 3 games. And this guy's been doing this a lot lately. Jake Gensel, a 13-game point streak now. And Jeff Carter, he was busy in the first period. He was back at it in the second. His second this evening and his second multi-goal game of the season. Those are your second period McDelivery Supermo moments.
Back in downtown Seattle. Not a good night for the Kraken, down 5-1. John Forslund, JT Brown back with you. So if you're a player now, how do you approach this 3rd period?
Well, you have to go into this shift by shift, try to claw yourself back into this game. But at the end of the day, whether you win or lose this game, you want to make sure you win this 3rd period so you have something positive to look forward to going into that next home game.
Hey, JT, let's take a look at the Northwest Chevy Silverado drive to the net.
Schwartz over to Eberle, back over to Eberle for the tap-in. Wenberg gets the helper on that as well. You're going to see this 2-on-1 with Gensel going up and over the glove of a sprawling Decord. You get one more look here. Another 2-on-1. Great first save. Carter, with the one hand, is able to bounce it in off of Alexiak's shin pad. And those are going to be the 3 goals from the second period.
Numbers made easy, presented by Geico. We take a look at it here. The big board tells us it's 5-1. So the bottom line here is for the Kraken, get your work boots on and get back to your team game and your identity that they have displayed over this stretch now against top teams, where they have gone 5-1-1 in their last 7. Snoqualmie Casino Sportsbook opening face-off of this 3rd period. The homestand will continue on Thursday night. Alex Wenberg, Mason Appleton sails it high. Maybe Brian Dumoulin got a piece of it now. Marcus Johansson for Wenberg through the slot. He'll take it to the wall, look around, lay it back for Adam Larson, but that play is offside. We will start with Kraken pregame presented by Coors Light Thursday night at 6:30. The Winnipeg Jets are in town. Winnipeg will play Carolina tomorrow night. Jason Zucker on this line with Jeff Carter, who has 2 goals tonight. Danton Heinen has scored. Johnny Gord, Jordan Eberle, Jaden Schwartz for Seattle. Eberle has the goal for the Kraken. This is Carter for the hat trick, denied by Joey Decord, who spelled Philip Grubauer after he allowed the first 3 in 5 minutes and 7 seconds of period 1. Jason Zucker will just dump it all the way back in the Kraken zone. Oleksiak hounded by Carter. Heinen shot high off the glass. John Marino. Jeff Carter. Snappy pass doesn't work. He gets it back. Forges in front by Danton Heinen. And just played off the boards by Seattle's Jordan Eberle. The Penguins get right to it. They will change now as they feed it in. Jamie Oleksiak will start the breakout. Laid along for Will Borgen out to center. Here comes Tanev. He's tripped up. They play on. We still have the 1 referee, Peter McDougall. Eric Furlot did not come out for the second period. No word on his status. Now Casey DeSmith. Michael Matheson. A turnover possibly. There's Geekie, denied by DeSmith a couple of times. And he covers up.
Couple big hits there from Tanev. Set up this play on the forecheck. First one right behind the net. It ends up going up to Geekie. Tanev gets the second chance rebound. He gets another look at it. DeSmith is able to swallow it up, but that all comes from good forechecking from Tanev, getting in on the play.
Sidney Crosby. That's his line out there with Jake Gensel. He's had a big night with a goal and an assist. He's continued his point streak now at 13 consecutive games. It's broken up. Wenberg for the Kraken at the line. He'll scale it and back up to Smith all the way around. And Brian Dumoulin shadowed by Johansson. A stick lift by Wenberg. Johansson for Mason Appleton. Back to the point. Jeremy Lauzon clears it all the way back in. Wenberg corrals it, draws it in. A fancy pass for Johansson. Back for Borgen. His shot denied by DeSmith. It trickles wide. Dumoulin. Good pass for Crosby. And Pittsburgh survives that. A breakaway. Evan Rodriguez is in. It rolls off his stick. He gets it back. He turns. It goes off the stick of Borgen and deflects out of play.
Rodriguez does a good job splitting the defenseman. A great pass here from Gensel to find him, splitting the D. He goes all the way in, but what an effort right there by Lauzon to get a stick right on to Rodriguez. Right as he's about to shoot, makes him hesitate a little bit and lose the puck. But what an effort diving back.
Drew O'Connor on the draw for Pittsburgh, won by Seattle's Riley Sheahan. All the way back up top. Marino with a shot wide, no tip available. Now played outside the stripe by Marcus Pettersson. Decord will knock it down for Adam Larson. Carter with 2, Crosby, Heinen, and Gensel. And Mike Sullivan, the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are seeking their 12th win of the season. This is game number 25. They have 27 points. They are 4th in the Metro. Seattle 9, 13-2. This is also game number 25 for them. Decord, done. Donskoy broken up. O'Connor in front. There's Kapanen off the pad of Decord. A loose play again by the Kraken on the way out. O'Connor in control. Moved along for Matheson. He'll get to it. He'll scamper by Donskoy. Side of the goal, drawn in by Simone. Dominic Simone, flushed out by Vince Dunn. Matheson, shouldered by Donato. He'll sing it across. Kasperi Kapanen shovels in front. O'Connor shut down by Joey Decord. Out to center, Adam Larson. He'll scoop it ahead. Matheson checked by Larson. Dan Heinen to the outside for Carter. Broken up. Yanni Gord was on it. It comes out to center. Carson Soucy slams it back in. And to Smith, who's appearing in only his 5th game of the season, looking for his first win. Tristan Jarry has had an incredible year. You could argue he's their best player all season now. Schwartz in the skates of Gord. It goes deep. Dumoulin out of the corner. Back it goes Soucy. He'll send it in all the way around by Eberle. Schwartz read by Letang. Yanni Gord pops it out. Here's Eberle. He'll take it to the outskirts all the way back for Oleksiak. A wrist shot blocked in front. Gathered in by Schwartz. He'll draw it away from Letang. Then Heinen. One-timer Soucy patted down. Good save by Casey DeSmith. Pittsburgh is back out. Heinen checked by Soucy. It's rolled in on Joey Decord. Seattle starts the breakout. It's the middle of a 4-game homestand. Winnipeg Thursday, Columbus Saturday. McCann to the outside. Here's Borgen to the corner. Jared McCann off a body located by Geekie. Back for Borgen. His shot rubbed out by McGinn. Bluger. Brock McGinn this way. Full flight. Zach Aston Reese. He'll play it off the boards. He'll get after it. Borgen in a tough position. Goes down hard. He's okay. Good news for Will Borgen. Now it's held in by Marino. He gets it in front, hounded by McCann. A skirmish in back of the goal as Decord melts it down. Zach Aston Reese and Jeremy Lauzon.
Get another look at that play. For the reason why Lauzon got so upset, Borgen in an awkward position. Definitely could have been a penalty there. Kind of lifts him up a bit. Lauzon says, hey, this is that team toughness, sticking up for your guys, sticking up for your defensive partner. Tries to get Austin Reese to be able to drop the gloves, answer for the hit. Doesn't oblige, but again, that's still good on Lauzon to jump in there for his teammate.
He's been a physical player, Zach Aston Reese, all season. He leads Pittsburgh in hits. Now Appleton, cross ice. Wenberg, a bouncing pass, that's offside. Stopping play with 14:44 left. Fans, don't miss your chance to see the Kraken live at Climate Pledge Arena. A very limited number of select home game tickets available now. Be part of history for the inaugural season. Go to Ticketmaster.com for tickets. With the holidays fast approaching, an ideal gift. Of course, Kraken merchandise out of the corner. Out to center ice. Johansson for Adam Larson. A shoot in, no problem to Smith. Right to the corner. There's Letang and Crosby. Sidney Crosby. Rolled around by Marcus Johansson. Brian Dumoulin in control. He'll pop it out. Aerial flip, knocked down with a high stick. A stoppage here. Seattle knocking it down with 14:17 left to go in this 3rd period. One of those nights for Seattle. Didn't start well. Goaltending change. Got a little bit better in the second half of the 1st period. The Eberle goal gave the team some life. Then Pittsburgh again just took it right back. Turned the table. Some outnumbered chances. Lots of room to operate. Now Simone back out to center ice. Oleksiak hounded, broken up. It's Kapanen working hard for the puck. Eberle lays it back out to the center zone. Jaden Schwartz between the 2 benches. Here's Eberle cutting across the high slot. He'll take it to the outside. Lay it back off a stick. Goes by Soucy. Good stick by Kasperi Kapanen. Drew O'Connor 2-on-1 with Simone. Dominic Simone shut down by Decord twice. He'll cover up. Good battle level by Joey Decord on a 2-on-1. Another outnumbered chance given up by the Kraken. We take a look at the beautiful skyline of Seattle. 5-1 Penguins. We're back inside Climate Pledge Arena. Fubo TV Kraken calendar. Let's take a peek here. Winnipeg Thursday, Columbus on Saturday. Off to the road, San Jose, the Shark Tank on Tuesday the 14th. Anaheim on Wednesday. Winnipeg, an excellent team. They are tied for 2nd in the Central. 14 goals scored in their last 2. They had a huge win over Toronto. That was a rough hockey game. Great game to watch. Lots of stars. Blake Wheeler, 1,000 games. The list goes on and on. Mark Scheifele. tremendous hockey team. Connor Hellebuck, U.S.-born goaltender, and their longtime coach, Paul Maurice, who's done a wonderful job in Winnipeg. Now it's cleared all the way back down. Icing is called here. That'll be Thursday night. And Kyle Connor, you can't leave this guy off the list. Another U.S.-born player who will find his way to the Olympic team, no question. 3 multiple goal games this season, 15 goals, 27 points. They both lead the team. 4 straight seasons with offensive consistency. It'll be fun. Tonight is a different story. One of those nights category for a team who's played so well of late. Seattle 5-1-1 in their last 7 coming off a win over Edmonton. You take a look at who they've played and the status of those teams. They've been top dogs all throughout the league, but they've run into this team tonight coming off a win in Vancouver Saturday. And Dave Haxtell said this morning they play quick. They work it fast up the ice. They've shown that in all 3 zones here, JT. They being Pittsburgh. Now it's cleared in by Jeff Carter. Geekie. A steal by Marino. Broken up by Tanev. He'll get to it. Morgan Geekie through the center zone. Holding onto it at the line. Moving wide of Marino. 12:37 left in this third period. 5-1. Pittsburgh. This is Jeff Carter, who has 2 goals tonight. Moved along for Danton Heinen. He'll clear it in. All the way around for Vince Dunn on and off the stick of Jonas Donskoy. Knocked down by Michael Matheson. Former Florida Panther will sail it down. Icing here against Pittsburgh. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as Jeff Carter looks on. Colorado continues to roll. Washington in a shootout at home over Anaheim. Ottawa showing some life. A really strong young team. Dallas another win. They've been racking up the wins of late. And Bruce Boudreau in his coaching debut for Vancouver up 3-0 over LA at Rogers Arena in Vancouver. Out to center. That's in the third period. Jeremy Lauzon will clear it in on Casey DeSmith. Play it to the outside. Donskoy. Dogged a bit by Bluger. Donato can't make it happen. Broken up again by Bluger and right back. So Will Borgen gets to it. Pittsburgh changes. Seattle in the process of doing so. This is Jeremy Lauzon off a body knocked down by Brian Dumoulin. A quick up for Evan Rodriguez. He has a trailer in Crosby. He cuts across. Here's Gensel. He scores. What a retrieval and what a goal by Jake Gensel. 6-1 Pittsburgh.
This puck is going to try to be dumped in. It doesn't get all the way in. Pittsburgh's able to go fast on the transition in the middle of a change. Rodriguez with great patience going through the middle. Sends a backhand over, but you have Gensel again right off the skate. Wastes no time putting it top right over the blocker side. That's a really skilled play right there to be able to go right off the skate and put it right in the top corner.
So Jake Gensel with his 3rd scoring point of the night. 2 goals and an assist. He had a hat trick Saturday night. We pointed that out earlier. So he was the 3rd star of the week, selected today by the National Hockey League. Jonathan Huberdeau of Florida was number 1. Brian Dumoulin in control. Guarded a bit by Yanni Gourde. Carried out with Tang, and now Evan Rodriguez, who's taking the spot of Brian Rust, the injured Brian Rust on this top line. Decord melts it down. 11:04 left. Evan Rodriguez and Brian Dumoulin get the helpers on Gensel's 15th goal of the season.
I think the key stat so far has been the giveaways and takeaways and plays where, you know, Seattle has the puck. They have the opportunity on the last goal to get it all the way in, dump the puck in. Yes, it ends up just hitting the defenseman in front, and they're able to transition out of that. But that's how the plays have been made for Pittsburgh, and they've been taking advantage of that.
They've had some free ice because of that. Now Kapanen slammed right in the catching mitt of Decord that time from the flank. Shot taken that time by Dominic Simon. 10:55 left in regulation time. A 6-1 game. two teams see each other twice. The Kraken will be in Pittsburgh on January 27th. Face-off drawn back. Moved along the wall by Jared McCann. Back in the Pittsburgh zone. Pettersson pressured a bit by Tanev. Marino given a shove that time by McCann. Simone goes by Oleksiak. Lays it across for Kapanen. It jumps his stick. Back it goes Pettersson. He'll play it to the corner. Carson Soucy ahead of Drew O'Connor. Drops it off. Oleksiak for Brandon Tanev. He's hurried up a bit by Marcus Pettersson in Seattle now. We start a breakout as we approach the halfway mark in this third period. Carson Soucy. Jamie Oleksiak. Send it in on Casey DeSmith. Play it along the boards off the backside of Mason Appleton. He'll send it to an open wing. Ruedel is there. Wenberg went down as he pulled up. And it's laid all the way around. Heinen run into by Will Borgen. It's all the way back in the Seattle zone. Lauzon. Now Wenberg for Johansson. Alex Wenberg gets it back. He hits the line. Draws three defenders. Sets up Borgen. He'll take it to the center point. Wrist one. Off bodies. Wenberg. Back of the goal. Off a stick off Ruedel. Appleton resets it. Lauzon's shot goes astray and it comes back out to center. Jeremy Lauzon out of the reach of Will Borgen. And Jason Zucker will send it back. 9:25 left here at Climate Pledge Arena. And I will give the fans credit here again, JT. They hang in, don't they?
That they do. They're still here. We've seen it a couple times so far this year.
They did it in that Colorado game. It was great to see. And they're doing it again here tonight. And now comes back out to center ice. Chris Letang paired on defense with Brian Dumoulin. Under 9 minutes left in this third period. The Penguins reorganized. Teddy Bluger sends it in. Decord put in a tough spot. He's handled it well for the most part. Out of the corner now. It's moved along. Bluger tied up. And now Yanni Gourde will fling it all the way across. Out to center ice. Adam Larson. He'll move it to an open corner. Letang moved along. Dumoulin. Out to center ice. Soucy comes up in a hard way. A big hit on Brock McGinn. Gourde is hacked at by McGinn. And the puck, as we see, comes back in the Pittsburgh zone with just about 12 minutes gone in this third period. Brian Dumoulin. Evan Rodriguez. It's the Kraken line, and his shot detected, covered up by Joey Decord. 8:06 left to go in this third period. The night belongs to the Pittsburgh Penguins with a 6-1 lead. John and JT. In the midst of the holiday season in Emerald City, where you can always find a Starbucks. Face-off will occur in the Kraken zone. 6-1 Pittsburgh. Off the draw, Soucy. Gets help from Oleksiak and now Mason Appleton. Through center ice. Kraken will have the next couple of days to prepare for the next game Thursday. Appleton off the blocker, maybe the stick of DeSmith. Another shot patted down by Casey DeSmith. To the corner, Appleton. And they could get more bodies back. Calle Jarnkrok has been skating very close. Still on IR. Looked like he may play this morning, but not the case. Not one of the game time decisions that were made for this one. Now all the way back up top, Appleton rolled in. Mark Giordano, his COVID protocol should end soon. He should return. He'll take a few days to practice and get back in the lineup. And Chris Drieger, who continues to rehab under the watchful eye of goaltending coach Andrew Allen. So we'll see what happens with his status before Thursday's game. To the corner, Geekie moved along. Dominic Simone in control, moved back. Chad Ruedel lays it all the way around for Michael Matheson. He'll take it back under 7 minutes left in this third period. And a 5-goal lead for the Penguins. Now Jeremy Lauzon. Geekie tries to go by Chad Ruedel, who denies it. And Lauzon spins it by DeSmith all the way back out. Kasperi Kapanen run into by Will Borgen. Shifting through center is Everly, who has the Seattle goal, his 9th career goal against Pittsburgh. So many of those as a member of the Islanders. Now Borgen holding on to it. Up top it's Gord, to the outside, Lozon, all the way across, backtracking, Kapanen. Back out to center ice. Gord gets to it. Eberle had it, lost it, got it back, right back in the zone. It ricochets around to Jeff Carter, who's sitting on 2 goals. Gensel has 2 goals for the Penguins. And now Vince Dunn back in his own zone as we get ready to hit the 14-minute mark in this third period. Vince Dunn out through center ice, Jaden Schwartz. He'll cut across. He can't stick handle through everyone. It's broken up by Chris Letang and back out to center ice. Vince Dunn lays it along the boards. Gord sends it back. And now Adam Larson through the center zone for Donskoy. Nice shift to the outside. Here he comes. Donskoy on Letang. A shot stopped, covered by Casey DeSmith. 5:41 left in this third period. Jonas Donskoy the chance. And he's stopped by Casey DeSmith as we go down the stretch in Seattle. Hey, join the Kraken crew. Kraken crew kits make the perfect holiday gift for any young hockey fan in your life, including 2 free skate vouchers, a collectible black lit poster and pin, stickers, and more. Grab one while supplies last online or at any of our official team stores. And that could be the youngest member of the Kraken Nation in the house tonight. Fan for life, out to center. Especially when you have no choice. Now, Jason Zucker will clear it in. It's the best way, JT. Along the boards now, Riley Shea to the outside. Donskoy moved across. Here comes Vince Dunn. Moving it by Brian Dumoulin. He'll go deep, look around. The Penguins cover it well. Carter to the outside. It ricochets in the Penguin bench for a break and play.
You always have a choice, though, John. You just might not.
Not when you're that young, do you?
I don't know. I don't remember being that young.
None
but
of us
when
do.
You grow up, you still get that
Yes,
choice.
you do.
But your family and friends might not be.
That's right.
So happy with you if you change allegiances.
So when you grew up in Minnesota, were you always a fan of every Minnesota team, or did you make that break in some sport?
The only team that I broke away would be North Carolina versus North Carolina State, and that did not go well.
That could not have gone well. Now, I'll explain in a moment for our fans who don't realize this. Your dad, Ted, was a phenomenal, first of all, NFL player, but also legendary at NC State. So you cheered for the Tar Heels.
I like their colors.
They're beautiful colors. There's no doubt about it. Did he get over it?
No, definitely
It
not.
didn't sit well. Now it's cleared all the way back down. Joey DeCord out to get it. 4:47 left in this third period. Moved along. I give you credit, though. You know, you stand up to dad like that. That shows you the courage of your convictions. That's always a good sign. And they blow it dead in the center zone with 4:37 left.
Yeah, definitely didn't help. We were leaving the Mall of America, and I bought the hat. He saw it, and it did not make it home. So that's where.
What happened to it?
Oh, it went out the window.
He's a Wolfpacker. It's cleared in. Gensel along the boards. Out in front, it goes off the cord. I'm familiar with that. I spent some time in North Carolina. Now it's played to the outside through the center zone. Here comes Wenberg moving in. Shot taken by Appleton. Goes off the mark, maybe off the stick of Marcus Pettersson. 4:12 left in this third period. Winnipeg is here on Thursday night. Then the Columbus Blue Jackets on Saturday before a 2-game trip, a brief one, but important because it's in the division. And Seattle still has 21 divisional games left. Those are 4-point swings. They had one here with Edmonton on Friday night. It worked out to Smith. Says no. The shot taken by Brandon Tanev. That'll stop play. But it will be San Jose and Anaheim at the end of this homestand in a back-to-back sequence.
And those are teams that you're chasing in the standings.
Right.
If you can get the 2 points and get the win against those teams, it obviously denies them from advancing in the standings, and you're able to catch them a little bit faster, a little bit, quicker with those games. That's why there's so much importance on those divisional games.
Faceoff will be in the Pittsburg zone. Hickey and Jeff Carter on the draw. Carter started the scoring at 1:47 of the first period. Pittsburgh scored 3 quickies in the first 5 minutes and change. That chased the starting goaltender Grubauer. Larson shot off a stick. It goes on a play. And a break play again. Nice catch by a member of the Kraken Nation. It somehow got through. That's what I mean. They hang around. Fans have forged out a really good identity here. The first couple of months of NHL hockey in Seattle. Out in front, Dumoulin now for Carter. He'll allow Letang a chance to go cross ice. Jason Zucker moving in. Here's a chance. He's taken down by Dunn. Letang out in front. It kicks around. Decord said no on Jason Zucker. Carter to the outside. 3:20 left in this third period. Vince Dunn moved along for Brandon Tanev. Out to center ice. Pittsburgh will cover it well. It's knocked down by Dumoulin. He'll take it back with Letang. And it's carried out to neutral ice by Dominic Simon with a self-pass negated. Drawn back by Adam Larson. Cleared along the boards for Donskoy, who's shadowed by Kapanen. Back out Donato. Here's Donskoy looking for a friend. He's got one in Ryan Donato. He'll cut across. Move in on O'Connor. And the Penguins now have it against Simon. Right on the money for Kapanen. 2:43 left. Try and get it by Oleksiak. Jamie along the boards, tied up by Kapanen. Now Riley Sheahan. Drew O'Connor knocks it down for the Penguins, out of the reach of Dominic Simon, and getting to it is Oleksiak. Donato, and now Sheahan through center. Hounded at the line by O'Connor. Donato along the boards, in deeper for Sheahan and all the way around. Matheson, Simon. And the Penguins will try and get it out. Pittsburgh will go to 12-8-5 and 7-3-3 on the road. Pittsburgh 6-3-1 in their last 10 games coming in. Seattle goes to 9-14-2 and 6-7 in their new home. Gord moves it back. We have 2 more games left on this homestand. McGinn checked by Lauzon. 1:54 left in this third period. Back of the goal dugout. Jeremy Lauzon will take over. Pettersson from the point, knocked down by Borgen. Seattle's on it. Jaden Schwartz. Red through the middle, knocked down by John Marino. He'll fling it along for Teddy Bluger. Separated from the puck. Roughed up by Borgen. Schwartz moves in for the Kraken. 90 seconds left. Johnny Gord broken up. McGinn back out to the center ice area. All the way back down. Adam Larson will get to it for Seattle. Look up ice. With a buck 18 left here at Climate Pledge Arena. Brock McGinn crosses the line, lays it off a stick. A handle for Decord. He'll play it to the outside. Marcus Johansson. Adam Larson, 65 seconds left. As we pointed out, the Kraken have 2 days to prepare. 2 scheduled practices before taking on Winnipeg here on Thursday night. Kasperi Kapanen with Dominic Simon. He'll float it in. Under a minute left. Decord rims it for Wenberg, who kicks it along for Johansson. Interrupted by Ruhwedel, and now Dominic Simon. And Casey DeSmith will pick up his first win of the season. In goal for Pittsburgh, he has watched Tristan Jarry play so well all year. He's a good goaltender. He just has had a hard time getting in, a hard time getting traction, and this was an important start for him. Icing is called here with 22 seconds left.
And Pittsburgh they got the lead, and they didn't just settle in. They didn't sit back. They kept trying to extend the lead. Even into the late into the third period, their D are still pinching. They're playing aggressive. They didn't play this game like it was a 6-1 game. They kept pushing forward as if it was a 1-1, 2-1 type game.
Luger now in the draw. Their next game will be at Washington on Friday. They being Pittsburgh. Now Donato through the middle. Offside, 14.1 seconds left.
And I think that's part of the why it was so hard for Seattle to try to get back into this game. Even though they had the lead, Pittsburgh played the same way, kept pressuring, kept jumping up into play with their defense and being aggressive even in the offensive zone. Face off outside the line.
Bluger, Riley Sheehan. Aston Reese now will come in. Mike Sullivan. He too had a bout with COVID this season. The head coach of the Penguins, who will be the head coach of the United States Olympic team, should the NHL be involved, and that's still on the table. That'll do it here. Tough night for the Kraken, a good night for Pittsburgh as they defeat the Seattle Kraken by a count of 6-1. Post-game coverage will come your way next. We'll take a break. Sidney Crosby, his only appearance in the Emerald City, the first one, and he picks up a goal once again in a different venue for him. So, final count, Pittsburgh 6 and Seattle 1.